Yeah, sharing the screen. Let me know once it is visible. Any questions on the last classes? Any questions on the last classes?
No, ma'am.
Yeah. So we started with the CDS views. CDS views, I said it's an extension of SQL language where we have DDL statements where you can create the tables, database tables, structures, all those things. Those and all comes under DDL statements that whenever you created the tables and all, in this we have GUI options. So in SC11 itself we can create that comes and stored in the Eclipse means in our database. And then we have DQL, data query languages, which is nothing but like select statements for fetching, read the data from database tables, which is CDS views are going to trigger at the HANA database level. So that is about DQL, where the views means we are going to use select kind of data. So where we are going to create the CDS views. Okay, so CDS core data services is the full form. In that we are discussing now about the views. Okay, in that views in the last class we saw that how to create a view and how to fetch the data. Okay, all the fields are few fields are based on the condition parameter by passing. How to get the data, we saw that, and how to utilize that in our program also I shown. And so CDS views are rich in annotations. In the annotations, the but default annotations are like a catalog SQL view name. So which is going to create SE11 view that we are going to have. And then compare filter means don't get entire data based on the requirement, get the data. And then preserve key, if I'm giving any key fields, fine. If I'm not given as key fields, then take that table field as key field. Then authorization check. If you want authorization check, you can just write it as check. If you don't want, then not required, you can pass. So no need of authorization check, everybody can access. And end user text table is the annotation which allows you to give the description of the CDS view. So whenever you created CDS view, it's going to create two views. One is CDS view, which is going to trigger at the database level, and another SQL view which is going to create an in the SE11 transaction. But this is no of use. We can only see that in SE11 but no use. So what we are going to use mostly in the query also means in our programs also we are going to use this define view whatever we are giving, that is only which is going to trigger at the database level to fetch the data. So this is what we learned in the last class. Okay. So any questions up to here? Any questions up to here?
No, ma'am.
So can we go for the next?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. So we are going to see that serious views with the joins. How we've written join statement in our core app. Same like that in views also we are going to write the joins. One second. I'll just connect to this server. I hope today at least it will work. You can see here it created multiple tables. See how it is going to show the table. Are you able to see this? In the last class, I logging into the other server where it is taken me to the GUI, but here it is showing as the view, correct? CDS view kind of. Define table also we can do it with the CDS views. Why we are going to use a CDS views? When we have like SE11, correct? We have the GUI option. We can open that GUI option, correct? We can go for SE11 and Z student swoosh is the one. If you see, when I'm click on display, it's showing like CDS view. Okay. So why it is happening? Because here we have like RAP also. Okay. So this GUI, it won't, the option itself is won't be available in our, this is not logging. Okay, so the GUI option won't be there in RAP. That we'll discuss little bit later. But this is how we will create the table. We can use the tables and all we know. And I'm quickly going to create. Right click on the package, new, other depository object, because existing CDS views are not there. So I'm just creating like this. So core data services, I'm expanding that. Under that we have data definition. If you see this in the previous class when I shared with size one, right? At that time you can see, we can see only data definition, behavior and someone. But now you have more options. So this is the latest server which is going to work on RAP also. That's the reason most of the options are came. Okay, so as usual, but there also you'll have data definition. Here also you can have the data definition. Click on next, give the name Z. So 22 CDS demo, CDS demo. I'm just going to give this, click on next and then finish. You can see, oh, here it is created by default CDS view entity. So I'm not yet discussed about this. What I'll do, I'll just delete this. What is entity? I'm not yet discussed. I don't want to do that now. Delete. I'm going to create one more. I just deleted this. In the data definitions, you can right click on new data definition, or you can right click on the package, choose core data services under the data definition and then give the name Z22 CDS demo. Same name I'm just taking. Click on next, where we will have the option that I'll show you. Okay, here you have define view entity. What is this? We'll discuss little bit later. First we are going to discuss define view. Even though it is saying that absolute from 7.57, still I'm just going to choose define view and I'll show you this. Then later we can go for define view entity. What is the difference also we'll discuss. I just created define view and then finish. How I know before, when I saw that it is entity, here in the define view entity came. Now here you can see define view name only there. Like that I differentiated. I know that it is entity or define view. Okay, this is CDS view. Now I need to give the SQL view name also. Z22C demo. You can't give the same view name and SQL view name. You should differentiate it. And then we just given here as select from, what is that, VBAK, and then choose the fields. As usual, same VBAK, and here key VBLN as SO number, and then ERDAT as, sorry, comma should be there, ERDAT as created on, ERNUM as created by, so AURT as SO type. Like this, I can just create the CDS view. Is it clear? Activate it. This is what we discussed in the last class also. I quickly created because this server is different. I'm just creating one more time. Activation finished. You can see here core data services, data definitions, it created this view. And in the dictionary also, if you go for the views, see Z22C demo, this is one more view got created in S11. This is what we discussed in the last class also. Now I shown one more time. Clear ma? In this server, same only, I'm just showing. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So in the last class, I opened the GUI and SC38, I went and create. Like that also you can create, or you can see ABAP new other repository object. Here I'm going to choose the source code library. Okay, expand it and ABAP program, and the next you can give Z22 demo program, demo for program. So just click on next, okay, and then finish. Done. So like this, I can create the program here. Clear, ma?
Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am.
If I want to fetch the data, as usual, same. Select star from, what is the CDS view? Z22 CDS demo, okay, into table at the rate of data ct final. So I'm just getting on that data. If sy sub rc equal to 0 in diff. So in the last class I shown that how to shown that by using cl demo, that demo display I shown, correct? So normally we are not going to use that. We are going to use OOALV concept. What is that OOALV? Object oriented ALV concept. In that object oriented ALV, what we have? How you are going to display in OOLV format, ma?
Using classes. CLGUI,
Correct. CLGUI.
ALV grid.
CL underscore GUI underscore ALV underscore grid. Correct. But for that, what is required? You need to create your own screen. Correct, na? Then
Yeah.
you have to drag and drop the custom controller, then convert that custom controller to container. Then you need to pass that grid to that. After that, set table for first display to pass the data. This and all we are going to do. But is there any other option without using that? Can I display OOLV? Yes, we have another option. No need of creating the screen, creating the drag and dropping custom controller, all those things. Directly we can use that. What is that option? Means we have one more class which is called SLV table. Yeah, here you can see. So we have, this is the SALV table, which is the class. By using that, we can display. No need of creating CL underscore SALV table. Okay. So what is that CL underscore SALV table? It's a class. Okay, what I'm going to do first, I'll display this data. How to display the data? First, you need to call the factory method. Call method, class name, double arrow, control space. If you say, it will come. I want to choose factory method. You can see, double click on that control space. If you click on this button, it will call that entire array. Shift enter, huh? Yeah, shift enter. If you press, it will call. You can see. So here, what I need to pass, I need to pass the table name. What is my table name? ZT final. I need to pass. And here, what I need to do, I need to pass this importing the reference which refers to the same class. Okay, so I'm just going to use importing, control shift greater than. So here it will be little different. Okay, instead of control greater than, control shift greater than will use it. And here you need to pass LO underscore ALV. So what is this LO underscore ALV? I need to take the reference of same class, data LO underscore ALV, which is type ref2, ref to the same class. Okay, so I'm just saying that factory method what need to be displayed, that fine, but I'm not asked to display. How to ask to display? We have a method called display. You can see here. So in that instance, we have display method. If you call that, then it will be call method, the class name, sorry, the object name. I referred LOALV is the reference, right? LOALV is the reference. In that, the method called display. Okay, shift enter, it will be called. So no need of passing anything to this. You can see, I just referring to the same class. I pass to the reference how it should be and what the internal table, and then I'm just displaying that display method. I'm just calling through the object. Activated. Now I'm just going to run this program. Run as ABAP application. See, it is showing that output, sales document created, uncreated by sales, whatever it is. Clear? We are not going to use CL demo. That is just for demo. And I just to show that I just shown in the last class. But normally, how we are going to display the LVs here in the S4 HANA, you are not going to use that kind of screen creation, dragging and dropping, all those things. You are going to use this CL underscore SALV table. Simple. First call the factory method, pass the instance of the class and the internal table. Then in the from the instance, call the display method. That's it. If you want extra, I want buttons, interactive report to be written, how it will be. Very simple. You can Google it, you're going to get. If you want whatever functions you can call, whatever columns you can call, you can change the headings like that. We have lot of things in the Google. You can just Google it. Based on that, you can write the code. But that is the ALV, OO ALV report, which, so if it is in core app which you are going to use OOLV, so that one you can use here. You can use, instead of creating the screens and all, you can use this. What is the difference between this and that? Means, in that OOLV, I can create in the output screen my own radio buttons, checkboxes, tab strips, all those things I can create because that is my own screen. But here it is going to existing screen, it will take. I can't create all those checkboxes, radio button, tab strips and all, but I can display the data As like reuse LV grid display, I'm displaying the data. Same like that, I can use that CLSLV table. I can factory method I can use, and display method I can use, and I can display the data. Clear, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the difference. This I am not explained in the previous classes in the ALV concept, but you can use this and you can practice it. Clear, ma? Normal core ABAP also you can use this class, but more advantages with that is whatever I explained in the output screen, our own screen, right? However designing I want, I can do it. But this is like reuse LV grid display. You'll have standard screen. In that you're going to only show the grid format, the data. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah. So then we'll go for the next.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So then I'm just going to right click, create one more CDS view. Other dictionary objects, I can choose directly under data definitions. No need of filtering all these things. Or if I'm choosing on the package, then I need to go like this: core data and services, expand it under the data definitions. I need to use next and then create. Or if I'm creating, right click on the data definitions, no need of doing all these steps. Directly I can create the CDS view. Okay. Name Z22 series, um, series with joins. Series with joins. So next, I'm creating defined view only. I'm not at started defined view entities. What is that? We'll see little bit later. Now I need to give the view name first of all. Z22 C joins. So like that, I given the name of that. So data source, from which table first I need to know about which tables I need to join. VBAK table, okay, and then which table I want to join. So as usual in our join select statement, how we are writing, same like that we are going to write. You can see define view, we already created the view as select from VBAK, inner join with VBAP, and what is the common field, and what and all fields you want from two different tables, you can just get it. Clear? So I'm just going to do that from VBAK, inner join VBAP, okay, on what is the condition, VBAK dot VBLN equal to VBAP dot VBLN. This is the common field. Sorry. Okay, so this is the common field. What is the error? Unexpected. Okay, so still we are not at finish, so it is taking us. Key field I'm just taking VBAK dot VBLN as SO number, and then key VBAP dot POSNR as SO not item num, and then VBAK dot ERDAT as created on, VBAK dot ERNUM as created by, and then VBAP dot MATNR as material num, and then VBAP dot what is the fields, VBAK I need it earlier, I'm just taken. Okay, fine. So another field also from VBAK dot netwr as, what is that netwr column? Quantity, yeah? Okay. So like this, I just join both the table fields and get the fields. Activate it. Okay. So now I'm just going to run this. Run as ABAP application. You can see that it is combined both the tables and got the data. So as usual, how we return in our select statement, same like that only. So I'm just joined with inner join VBAK VBAP on common field. Whatever fields I want, I just return. Is it clear? Any questions up to here?
No, ma'am.
Can we go for the next?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So this is about inner join. Then what about that left outer join? Means instead of using inner join, we are going to give left outer join. Only that's it. No other. So VBAP, NETPR also they taken as price. We'll add that also. What is that? Field name. I'm not remember. You can open the table and see. NETPR. Okay. Price. Okay. Activate it. I'll just close this and run this. I just added one more field. Yes, we got the quantity and price also. Okay, fine. So then what we are going to do? I just want to join instead of using inner join. I want to join as left outer join. Okay. So quickly we'll create and copy paste this code. So I'm right click on the data definitions, new data definition. Directly I'm just creating Z22 CDS left join. So instead of writing again the logic, I'm just going to as select from this fields and all as it is. I'll copy, go here as select from. I'll just paste this code and use instead of inner join, use left outer join. So here SQL view name is mandatory, which I missed. Z22 C join L join. So like this, I just given the name. Okay. Now left inner join, no, left outer join. Okay. Left outer join. Yes. Now you can see activate it. Done. Now I can run this left outer join. Sorry, some button misplaced. Left outer join run as ABAP application. So this is about 85 rows retrieved. Here how many got? 79. Inner join means only matching data is going to fetch. Left outer join means along with the matching data you can see material number is not there, price is not there, and item number is not there. Only we have VBLNs. It means in VBAK table I have the data. VBAP data is not available, but still it will fetch. Left outer join. Clear, ma?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am.
So we learn this in our regular classes also, inner join and left outer join. Here there is no limitation, ma. So normal in our programs, When it is more than 3 tables, the performance will go down. That's the reason we are just going to use for all entries. But the CDS views are going to trigger at HANA database level. If you join n number of tables also, performance is not going to down. You can use joins concept in for all entries. Sorry, instead of using for all entries, you can use joins concept only in CDS. Clear? There is no concept of for all entries in CDS. Clear?
Yeah.
Then we are going for the next concept. What is this? Associations. Okay. What is this associations? So we have joins. Yes. Same like that associations also. So then what is the difference between joins and associations? Before going to that, I want to show that so associations and then we'll discuss about joins. Okay? Difference. Same, right click, new data definition, Z22 CDS associations. So first we need to give the SQL view name. You can see Z22 CDS C associations, or shortcut also you can give. Okay. So now what we are going to do, as select from VBAK as, so you need to give the alias name compulsory. Okay, as VH, the any name as A, B, like that we are giving. Here it is 2 letters that taking, and then we are going to use associations. What is the cardinality? Whenever you are giving associations, you need to mention the cardinality. In that cardinalities, you will have minimum and maximum. What is the meaning of minimum and maximum? I have these cardinalities: 0 to 1, 1 to 1, 0 to star, 1 to star. What is the meaning of that 0 to 1? In my starting table, if record is not there also, if I'm having in VBAP data record, just get the data. 0 1 related record or one customer may have at most one default. Okay, and 1 to 1 exactly I'm having VBAK one record, exactly get the only one record from the next VBAP also. 0 to star, if I'm having not matching record in the VBAK also, get that matching all the matching records from VBAP. 1 to star, compulsory there should be record is available in VBAK, and n number of matching records can be picked from the VBAP. So these are the cardinalities. Whenever you give the association, compulsory you have to give the cardinality. If I'm giving only one, it's going to treat like 0 to 1 to star. Okay, by default 1 to star if I'm giving one. So you can give 1 to star also. 1 star. Okay. So this is how you can give the cardinality: 1 to 1 also, 0 to 1, like that, based on the requirement. Then, so instead of joins, you used associations. Whenever you are using associations, cardinality is must. Then to another table as shortcut. Okay. Associations to, okay, VBAP as VP or whatever the name. So then, so what is the common field? On both the same common field means in VH we have VBLN, which is equal to, in VP we have VBLN. The common field we are going to write. And after that, what and all fields you want to fetch, like in joins, how we have fetch, same like that only. But you have to give the from which alias name instead of, see here what I'm taking vbak dot vbln like that, right? But what is the alias name for vbak? vh, you need to choose that. Okay, vbap, what is the alias name for vbap? You can see here vp. See, the error is going on. When I'm just fixing that line, it is going on. ERDAT from VBAK. For that, I given VH. You can see that VH. See, errors are going out when I'm just filling that information. VP. So then VH. And then VP. Okay, so like that we are just going to get the same fields information by using joins. Here we are using associations. That's the only difference. Remaining will be the same. Yes, it's going to get both the tables matching data only. It's going to trigger on database level only. Then what is the difference? First, I'm just running, then we'll discuss. See, same. We got the same information, how we got it. Correct? Associations also fetch the same. Clear, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now, so then what is the difference between joins and associations? Here we have cardinality. I can say that I don't want one to star. I want one record only matching with the VBAK. Same in VBAP also I have multiple records but get only one record. I can say the cardinality 1 to 1 also. Okay. Like that I can say the cardinality which is available in associations which is not possible in joins. Correct? Minimum and maximum I can mention that. So in the associations but not in the joins concept. First difference. Second difference is associations are lazy joins. It's not going to load entire data. So joins means what it will do? It will combine both the tables. Okay, it will combine both the tables and get the entire matching data from both the tables and shows. But associations are not going to do like that. Means based on the selection it's going to fetch. For example, this associations, okay, this CDS view I'm using in my select statement in my program. I'm fetching only VBLN and NETWR. So VBLN and NETWR are from which table? VBAK, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Even though it is joins, associations are joined, but I'm fetching only VBL and NETWR. It won't combine VBAP and get the data. It will get only from VBAK. But in case of joins, if I'm writing same select on joins, VBL and NETWR, even though you want only VBAK two fields, but it's going to combine both the tables and get the data from that, it is going to show you the VBLN and NETWR. But in case of association, if I'm mentioning the fields from only one table, even though it is joins, means combining, it's not going to get on that data of combination. It will get only the data from that table. So that is the more advantage of associations. Because when I'm just joining 10 tables, but when I'm using in my program, only from three tables fields I'm just fetching. At that time, the association is not going to combine all the 10 tables and get the data. No. It will fetch only the three tables what you return in your select statement. Only that tables it will combine and get. That's the reason these associations are called lazy joins. If you want only, it will go and combine. Otherwise, it will pick only the fields which you want. From that tables only, it will combine and get the data. Clear, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
So joins won't check whether you want all the fields, all the tables data or not, that and all it won't check. It blindly combines all the tables and get the data. But associations are not like that. Where you are using in your program. In your program, which fields you are using? You are using both the fields from all the both the tables, yes. Get combine all the two tables and get the data and display. If you are using only from VBAP two fields, and then automatically it is not going to join both the tables. It picks only from VBAP and shows. So it is associations are lazy joins. One second. హలో చెప్పు నాన్న. ఉం? ఉం. నాకు కీస్ ఇచ్చేస్తే నేను ఆఫీస్కి వెళ్ళిపోతా. నువ్వు మళ్ళీ ఎక్కడికైనా వెళ్ళు. ఇక్కడికి వచ్చేసి ఉం? సరే నీకు ఏది నచ్చితే వేసుకో. అవే వేసుకో, బ్లాక్ కదా. ఉం. ఉం. ఓకేనా? Sorry for the break. What we are discussing about the joins and associations. Joins are going to combine the tables and get the data, but associations are lazy joins based on fetching the data. What you return the logic based on that only that particular fields from that tables only it's going to combine and get the data, not the entire data. So, and we don't have any cardinality property in the joins. Whatever matching data or left outer join means extra data from first table, only these two options are available. But in the associations, we have the cardinality where I can maintain the min and max values of how the combination should be, that I can maintain in the associations. So these are the two differences between the joins and associations. Any more questions on this?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So when we go for performance wise, which one is good? Joins or associations means associations are the performance wise good. Why? Because it's going to get only the data from which tables you are pulling, only that tables it's going to hit and commands and get the data. Even though 10 tables are associations and you used in that, but you're fetching the data from only two tables, it combines only the two tables and get. So that's the reason associations are always performance wise good. Clear?
Yeah, ma'am.
So any doubts on this? If no, we'll go for the next. Can we go?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So up to now we saw the CDS views, correct? When I'm creating CDS view also, it is saying that absolute from 7.57. What is that version? 7.4, 7.5. When it is comes to the S4 HANA, we have the versions of 7.4 and 7.5. After that, it is having the versions. Yes, it is releasing latest versions, right? We have 7.57, we have earlier more versions are there. Okay, so then from that time onwards, the serious views are absolute. Absolute means in older versions they are using, but in the latest versions we are not supposed to use. Why these are not supposed to use? Because it is going to generate two names. If you see, when I'm creating the serious view, it created one defined view which is going to trigger at HANA database level this view name, and it created SQL view name, which is you can see at the views in the dictionaries. It created one view. What is the use of this view? I'm not going to use this view at all anywhere else. If I want to write here, I want to see the CDS view data in the directly CDS view, this is the one. This name only I'll use. It's going to trigger on the HANA database, which this name only it's going to trigger. If you want to write the code in the program, on this view name only you're going to write. But this SQL view name is unnecessary, which is waste. So I'm wasting the memory in the dictionary, and I'm not at all using anywhere in this, which is unnecessarily wasting the memory and confusion also. So when you are going to have this, which one to use, like that, confusion also will be there, and unnecessarily memory also wasting. That's the reason this the CDS views are absolute from 7.57 onwards. Then what is the alternative came for this? Serious view entities. Okay. Serious view entities came into the picture. What is the serious view entity? This is also same serious view only. Then what is the difference? Here you'll have two names, but here you'll have only one name, which is in a queue. It won't create any DDIC view, means in SC11 it won't create any view at all. You'll have only one name. Directly you can use it in that, and you can fetch the data and you can use it. So no confusion at all. And the memory which is already created in the dictionary, that is not at all wasted now, because we don't have any dictionary view got created. Okay. Performance wise, it is little bit more performance wise, and remaining will be the same. How you writing the logic, everything is same. But what is going to change? Instead of define view, you're going to have define view entity. That's it. So remaining will be the same. So I'll show you practically how to create define view entity, then we will see the difference. Okay, ma, can I start?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, if you right click on the data definition and create, previously you created CDS view, so system will automatically take CDS view only. But I want CDS view entity, means don't create here. You can right click on the core data services or on the packages. Okay, then it will ask the option. Otherwise, it will create basically whatever your previous object, that it will create. So other repository object, I'm just going to on package. So I'm going to core data and services, expand, same data definition only. Click on next. Z22 serious entities demo. Just click on next. Don't click on finish. Click on next. Click on next. You can see it will ask the option. You can see define view absolute as of 7.57. So from the version 7.57, this is absolute. We came into the picture as define view entity. I'm just selecting that define view entity and then finish. See, here there is no SQL view name. So it is not asking about SQL view name. There is no SC11 view name is not at all going to create. It will have only one name, this name, CDS view entity name. Okay. And then here select from same as it is VBAK. Okay. Key VBLN as S1M ERDAT as created on ERNUM as created by. You can choose whatever the fields. From the starting we are creating these fields, right? So I'm just comfort with this field, so I'm using this. Done. CDS view entity and activate. So it is activated. Now I'm just going to run as ABAP application, same. Okay. Then what's the difference? There it is define view. Here it is define view entity. At the time of define view, we are giving SQL view name also. But now see here, there is no SQL view name is created with this. It's having only one name. We can only be visible at the data definition code, data definitions level only. We don't have the dictionary view here in the case of view entity. That is the main difference. Clear, ma?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah. And when you see this, default annotations got changed. When we have the define view entity, the annotations got changed. There we have SQL view name where we need a S11 view name there. But here it is not there. That's the reason it is not there. You can see ABAP catalog view enhancement category. So means in future when you want to join this CDS with another CDS, so we are going to see that examples. Okay, at that time you want to enhance this, you want to add extra fields to this, yes, so or no, that we are going to mention here. If you mention here true, then you can enhance it in future. But if you said no, you are not supposed to enhance. None means it's like a warning. In future you can add or not, I'm not at taken decision. Like enhancement category in the table, right? So we are not taken any decision, it will throw only warning. But if you want to do enhancing the table, you need to choose the option. Same like that, here true or false, none. Okay. Then we have authorization check as it is. So in the CDS view also, CDS view entity also. If you want authorization check, you can use required. And text table will be the same. So description of the table. Okay. And ignore propagated annotations. What is this? Means in future we are going to see, we are going to combine up to now only two tables. We can combine table with CDS, yes. We can combine with CDS, yes. We can combine with CDS, yes. Okay, at the time already in the previous CDS I have some annotations. You want to take those CDS annotations, default annotations, yes or no, that you are going to mention here. Then we have object model usage type, severity, service quality. So this will be, I mentioned already here. Yeah, you can see. So these are very important things which we are going to write in the CDS view entity, which is performance wise more. It improves a more. What is this? Service quality describes expected quality performance of the view. You want normal, draft, low, D. So limited, you can use A. If I want excellent performance for this, you can write excellent, high performance. Okay. Mostly we'll use X only. And then we have size category. I'm just showing these options. You can see severe category X, excellent. Next size category, we have small. Means what is that? It indicates the amount of data. Okay, how much data you are handling here. You are handling very small or medium, large or very large. Depends on the tables you are using, you can maintain this. Yeah, I'm using only like a config tables to be used in this. I have very small amount of data, small. This is like a transactional data which is having lot of invoices and all. I'll use Excel, very large. Depends on your requirement, you will choose the size category. Then we have data class. Okay, so data class specify that what the type of the data you are using in this. So in this serious view, what kind of data you are fetching? Master data, transactional data, or organization data, or it's a combination of master and transactional also. At that time, you can use mixed. Okay, so these are the things you are going to mention. So based on that, your SQL performance will be improved. Clear?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is about this. This annotation is very important in define view entity, because based on your data, based on what you are fetching, you can choose this. Based on that, the performance of your serious view entity will be improved. Okay, so I'm just getting invoices, but I'm just saying size category is small. Then so that performance will go slow down. So you need to use so very large Excel there. Okay, so like based on your requirement, you're going to choose this option. These three options are going to play important role on the performance improvement. Clear, ma?
Take it.
So this is the difference between serious views and serious view entity. Remaining will be the same. If you want to use joins, inner joins, left outer join, associations, everything is same. Instead of define view, you will have define view entity. That's it. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you can practice with joins, associations, all those things under the view entities, serious view entities also. Okay, so then can we come for the types of serious views? Okay, time up. So tomorrow can we see the serious view types? So what is this? Basic, consumption, composite, all those things? I'll give the examples of that. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, fine, ma. Then we'll meet in the tomorrow's class and we'll cover this. So that OOLV example also available in this document. Okay, Usha Doc 3. The document is shared for you people. HR already shared the documents.
Yeah, ma'am.
Then you'll have in Doc 3, you have that ALV display. Okay, so try it. If you want extra functions, Google it and add those functions to that. Practice that ALV also, which is very important. Any more questions?
No, ma'am.
No.
Okay, fine. Then tomorrow's we are going to see types of serious views and AMDPs, and then LVIDAs. So we'll see that, and then after tomorrow we'll start with the RAP. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
fine then. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, ma'am.